Hello and welcome to my channel. It is August 28th, 2020, and this is my usually unscripted chit chat, off the cuff, so to speak. And I've got a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all, my numbers on my YouTube channel is way down. Now, that was to be expected, really. My channel cannot expect to compete against the big guys. And this is not necessarily a complaint. It's simply an observation. This is just a one-man band, so to speak, where I just talk to you. That's it. And you interact with me, which I appreciate to no end. Because your comments, you're always good. And even if you dislike my video, those who dislike my video and offer some constructive criticism, you are appreciated because you're giving me a feedback, which is what I need. Anyway, as you might have noticed, I am running videos on a bridge because I wanted to talk to you today about bridges. I know, off the cuff, but to me, I really love looking at bridges. To me, bridges are, what lilies were to Monet. Bridges are architectural statements, I think, works of art. They're poetry. They got people who design bridges, they're making a statement with their bridges. But there's also functionality to bridges. Bridges usually bridge the gap between two spaces, usually across a river. Now, there is a story, and I apologize for not remembering where I heard it, where I read it, and I certainly would have given the author credit, but I just cannot remember. What I do remember is the essence of the story, where you had a river that separated two cities. In one city, the people were very happy, very prosperous, very wealthy. They were very enlightened. Across the river were a people that were in despair. They had no hope. They were living in poverty, and they were in just abject despair. Along comes a man, and he said, if I could bridge these two people, if I could build a bridge that these people could interact with each other, I think the lives of both cities could be improved. He thought the people who lived in despair would be able to visit the people who live in happiness, and they would learn from them. And the people who live in happiness and wealth would go across and perhaps experience apathy and learn why these people were in despair, and they could teach them how to snap out of that. So the man built a bridge across the river so people could interact. Well, in time, people really enjoyed the bridge. They would visit each other and they would learn from each other. And people thought this was wonderful. So they built a monument to the man. They built a monument to the man who created the bridge. And the monument grew and grew. Soon, the monument was a chapel where people worshipped the messenger, the builder of the bridge. And in the interim, the bridge fell in disrepair. People concentrated so much on the builder of the bridge that they neglected the bridge. I think this happens more often than people think, where we tend to worship people instead of principles. We have a tendency to look at messengers as we ignore the messages. And this is so unfortunate. This is what I got from that story of the bridge builder. If you remember who wrote that story, please write it in the comment section. In the meantime, enjoy these beautiful pictures of the bridge. And today, do the best that you can to bridge gaps between people. Thank you so very, very, very much. Thank you.